Have you ever walked through a door only to find yourself in a world you don't recognize? In the small, quaint town of Erie Hollow, nestled between towering mountains and dense forests, a door exists. A peculiar door, unattached to any structure, standing alone in the heart of the town square. An enigma, a mystery, a curiosity for the townsfolk and visitors alike. This isn't your ordinary door, mind you. It's an age-old artifact, carved from ancient oak, weathered by time, yet robust. Its iron hinges creak with the weight of centuries, and the knob feels cold to the touch, even on the warmest of summer days. The tale begins with a young man, fearless and curious, named Thomas. Thomas, a newcomer to Erie Hollow, was drawn to the door like a moth to a flame. The whispers of the townsfolk, the rumors of its otherworldly nature, the stories of those who dared to cross its threshold and never returned, none of these deterred Thomas. His curiosity, after all, was his driving force. One fateful night, under the watchful eyes of the moon, Thomas approached the door. The town was asleep, the square was deserted, and the door stood there as it always did, silent and ominous. With a deep breath, Thomas grasped the cold iron knob, turned it, and stepped through. What greeted him was no longer Erie Hollow. Instead, he found himself in a world that was a twisted mirror image of his own. Buildings were upside down, the sky was a swirling vortex of colors, and the air was dense with an eerie silence. It was a world that defied the laws of nature, a world that was unsettlingly wrong. In his journey through this warped reality, Thomas encountered creatures of unimaginable horror, beings that lurked in the shadows and defied description. He faced trials that tested his courage and sanity, each more terrifying than the last. But, determined to return home, Thomas pressed on, his resolve unwavering. In the end, after what felt like an eternity, Thomas found another door, identical to the one in Erie Hollow. With a hopeful heart, he stepped through and found himself back in the town square. But, as he soon realized, he wasn't the same man who had first crossed the threshold. His eyes held the weight of 100 horrors. His spirit bore the scars of his ordeal, and his heart carried the heavy truth of the door's reality. The door of Erie Hollow is a tale of courage, curiosity, and the unexplored boundaries of reality. It serves as a reminder that not all doors lead to places we understand or are ready to face. Some doors, like the one in Erie Hollow, lead to realms of unfathomable horror, places that challenge our understanding of the world and test the limits of our courage. So, the next time you come across a mysterious door, remember the tale of Thomas and the door of Erie Hollow. Remember the horrors that lay beyond the threshold, the trials he faced, and the heavy price of curiosity. After all, not all doors should be opened, and not all mysteries are meant to be solved. Our tale doesn't end with Thomas, dear listeners. Meet Emily, a brave and adventurous soul, a resident of Erie Hollow, who heard about Thomas's chilling encounter with the door. Emily, unlike others, wasn't deterred by the tale of horrors. She was inspired. Inspired to explore the door herself, to challenge the unknown, and to add her own chapter to this legend. So, Emily ventured through the mysterious door, armed with nothing but courage and a thirst for the unknown. She encountered sights that would chill the bones, heard whispers that would freeze the blood, and felt presences that would make the bravest hearts quiver. Emily, however, was not to be daunted. She faced the trials, braved the horrors, and returned. Returned to Erie Hollow, her spirit unbroken, her courage undiminished, and her tale added another chapter to the legend of the door. Emily's journey, like Thomas's, serves as a reminder of the allure of the unknown, the price of curiosity, and the indomitable spirit of the brave.